Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some Dragon Dogma 2, and it has just received a recent update that's allowed you to enable DLSS frame generation. That will definitely help with the frame rate, as this game is pretty CPU bound and quite demanding as well. So I'm just going to quickly go through the in-game settings. So playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160 at 144 Hz. I've got DLSS enabled at quality. The reason I've got it enabled is you can't actually use frame generation without using some kind of upscaling, which is pretty strange, but there you go. Upscaling is going up from 1440p up to 4K. The game does support ray tracing in the form of ambient occlusion, and I've maxed out all other settings. The only thing I've disabled is motion blur and depth of field. I think depth of field on this game looks pretty bad. It's just a blurry mess, so I don't use it.
If you would.
Okay, so I've got a mission I need to finish in town at the moment, and then I'm going to leave. But this is one of the more CPU intense areas. So the main city is pretty CPU bound. You'll find yourself generally not getting great GPU utilization here. But of course, with frame generation,
Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
that actually helps things. So I'm getting over 100 frames per
We
second
have reached our destination.
pretty comfortably.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you?
Okay, what kind of price are we talking? Oh, mate. 20 grand. Not right now.
Sorry I am to hear it. You know where to find me, should you change your mind?
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, Master. Shall we gather the requisite funds to make it our own?
Yeah, we'll
Right you
just
are.
dig up 20k from somewhere. That's not going to happen. Anyway, let's leave the town. I'm going to go around outside and just see what performance is like. But yeah, GPU utilization is pretty consistent in here, and I'm using a fairly fast processor and a fast memory configuration, so that does help. But I wouldn't imagine anyone should have any issues with frame generation. It generally bypasses the CPU, so it should be okay. Speaking of which, the 4900 KS uses a ton of power on this game. I know I've got all cores at 6.2 gigahertz, but I've got hyperthreading disabled, so that generally reduces some of the power consumption. But man, do you need a good cooling solution to keep this thing in check. There's an exclamation mark over here, so maybe there's something I can discover. Maybe there's something over here. Got pretty sidetracked with Horizon Forbidden West. They both launched together, so I just finished that game not 2 weeks ago, so I kind of put this game on the shelf. And of course, Hellblade 2 came out, and I've been playing that as well, so I've left this game alone for a little bit because it wasn't that well optimized. But this is one of the most significant patches so far, and you can see that DLSS frame generation certainly makes a difference.
Behold a forgotten riftstone.
Oh, Goblin! Fire won't do much good here. Let's try a victory tap.
Alright, let's deal with these goblins. Oh, I didn't even get to see one before my team dealt with the situation. Anyway, let's keep going on the road.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory.
one cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
The update also added some other things to the game, so your storage limit from 1,000 items has gone up to 3,000 items. And they've also fixed
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I try not to talk over the pawns when they start getting into conversations. They're too powerful for these guys. But yeah, on the road you're getting a good 140 FPS and it feels nice and smooth.
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises.
Let's get out of the way. Looks like these guys could use our help.
Not bad. Nice of you to say so. Well said.
What the hell? This Griffin just came out of nowhere.
I'll combine my magic.
This thing keeps flying away before I get a chance to kill it, so hopefully this time it stands and fights.
I'll tell you.
Come on, someone bring it down. Now I can get to it. Yeah, I've got some spells in my inventory. Equipment. So what items I can use? Hopefully this will do some good damage.
Even opening. Focus your attacks.
Moment of victory in the hand. Let us finish this.
Understood.
Well done.
Yeah, we're way too overpowered for this thing now.
Focus. A moment of indecision will spell out doom.
Come on, don't let this thing get away this time. Beat the hell out of this thing.
My chances.
Nice and easy.
You're gonna regret that. This is where my luck runs out.
Okay, let's leave the Griffin. Usually when you're fighting one of the oversized creatures and all the magic is getting casted, it usually tanks FPS, but as you can see, performance was not an issue.
Colour me surprised.
Good work, team. Took down a Griffin. Need to get healed up.
Certainly arisen. How might I be of aid? Master!
Flame is its weakness!
RPs are no problem for me. Let's keep traveling the road, see what we run into. But yeah, apart from the excessively high CPU power consumption for this game, the game runs nice and smooth. Frame generation, certainly
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
not
In
interested.
battle, I shall...
Yeah, frame generation certainly helps a lot on this game.
Well done, Master.
Kazimir is a game using more VRAM than normal, using around 12 gigabytes, which is pretty high for the way the game looks, but it is an open world game after all, which with ray tracing, and from my experience, ray trace games use a lot of VRAM. Nice work, people. What do we have over here? Damn harpies, man. Looks like my archer dealt with them pretty quick. What's going on over here?
What am I? I cannot take an...
There is a chance of being beset by beasts or brigands in an ox.
You've my thanks. Take this with my gratitude.
I really didn't even do anything, but I guess I'll take it. Now they've broken the bridge. How are we going to get across? Find another way. That's a problem.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Right, we've got walls.
I'm not interested.
Doesn't seem to be anything we can use here.
I'm taking a lot.
We've got bandits in here. It was a bad idea to attack us.
We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
There's someone missing. So we've got my mage. Got my archer. There you are. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's make camp for a little bit. See if I've got anything we can cook up just to give ourselves a little stat boost.
Procuring goods at market is ever a trial. 'Tis difficult to predict what one will require ahead of time.
This is obviously just a quick video sequence, that's why it's 324 FPS.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours sleep?
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
Yeah, why not? Rest until morning. Guess we got interrupted.
I dare say, the Arisen could have defeated this lot without us.
I've got a decent amount of magic casters on my team.
Prepare yourself!
So you can get attacked in the night, unfortunately. Let's sleep till morning then. So you cannot make camp without camping kit? Oh damn.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
We used them all. Well, I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at how Dragon's Dogma 2 plays with frame generation, and I will say it certainly helps a lot, and you might even alleviate a lot of people's CPU bound situations, especially in the main city. So that is pretty much it from me, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.